Hey yo, what's up? What's happening, y'all? What's going on? Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It's your man, D Real, right here. And that over there is Theo-B. So if we together, it must be Friday and we vibing. What's up,
Definitely.
Theo? What's up?
Man, chilling, man. Friday night vibe. You know how we do. We slide on in for a good time. You know what I'm saying? Not to be confused with a long time, an entertaining time. We here.
That's true.
We here.
That's true biz. That's true biz.
Yeah, we here.
Um, so real quick, man.
Yeah.
Real lot of talk about this this new Black Panther. You heard about this new Black Panther?
So what we talking about tonight? Like, what's the topics for tonight's show? Because we really could talk about something that's worthwhile. What we got going on tonight? Cause
Oh my goodness.
no, what we got?
All righty then. Hey, okay, it's Friday. It's a vibe. Okay,
Yeah,
it's a vibe.
yeah.
How about we say hello to all our friends who are in the chat at the Rock with Me Nation. Starting off with my man Kamoyo King. He's up in the building. Let's say, hey, what up to our brother, Storm Brother, Storm
Come
Brother.
on, yo, in the building. Come on, yo, in the
What
building.
it
In the
do, what
building.
it do. And of course, the incomparable Grand Madam Tarot there. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, sis? What's going on? Who else we
Grand
got
Madam
in
Tarot
here?
spiritual advisor in the building.
She in the building. She in the building. She in there.
That's what's
She
up.
in there. Um, and my man Nancy is in the building. What up?
Yep,
What
the
up? What
trickster.
up? What up,
The
Joe?
trickster is in the building. The trickster is in the
Ha
building.
ha. The storyteller.
ah,
Uh,
I like it.
Depends on your perspective. Yeah. Oh, sometimes it had to be both. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's where strategy come from. But you know what? We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot on the docket. But like you said, we in here for a long time. I mean, a good time, not a long time. We here for a good time, not a long time. Uh, and we're gonna jump up in here. Um, Welcome to Dairy. Now, I talked about Welcome to Dairy a little bit in live last night. You know, I just kind of recommended folks watch it. I don't know how many folks don't watch this since I said anything about it or who had already seen it, but in my mind, I was like, I would really like to have somebody to bounce some ideas off of as far as they thoughts and feelings about the first three episodes of Welcome to Dairy. What it has, what it doesn't have, what we think's coming next, knowing, and I know everybody know that it's a connected Stephen King universe. Anything a reference, because we done already got a reference. If you was paying attention, we done already got a reference or two from different Stephen King movies where they talk about it. So that lets you know it's all kind of like how if you ever watch Agents of Shield, if you ever watch Agents of Shield and they mention a name sideways and you go, oh, you know what I'm saying? And a couple of them I had to go back to the official handbook of the Marvel Universe. Oh, that's the fixer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the tinkerer. Oh, okay. Y'all got them out. Y'all simply and slick. And they wasted a couple. But anyway, I digress. That's where we at.
Uh, so I'm gonna say Stephen King and this showrunner
Mhm.
who actually did it 1 and 2, parts 1 and 2. There's something
Well,
wrong
it
with
was
it.
directed by a guy named
Yeah,
Andy Muschietti.
yeah.
And he's
Something
and
wrong.
he's
Something wrong.
also a director and consultant on the show. But go ahead.
Some,
I didn't mean
some,
to cut you.
something wrong with them. something wrong with them. Something wrong with them. Something wrong with them. Theo like, no. And I mean that in a compliment. Like that, it's some they got issues. Like if you, I told you I read the book.
Right.
So you know the turtle that ain't really surprising me. He surprised me at the end of the book because I saw the TV series first. He surprised me at the end of the book when I read it. But
Okay.
no, we're not. Yeah. So I'm looking at like, oh, so all of dairy is him, huh? Damn, it's crazy.
Hey,
Damn, so can't
hey.
get no relief like that. And then
Well, yeah. I mean, you well, if you saw the It movies, you watched the It movies, you done normalized kids coming up missing. It's just like ain't no big deal. Up, another kid missing again. Oh well, send the trauma team over to so and so's house, and it's like, wow, really? Why ain't y'all doing something about it? Why ain't nobody trying to find out what's going on?
can I say this? Cause see, this got to be me. This got to be me. You like Theo? No, you don't mean it like that. But I'm like, kids in this show doing some of the damnedest damn things at such an early age.
But you know what? Back then, they used to make you had to do that. You know what I'm saying? My mom's worked the swing shift, so we had to know how to do a couple things other than just sit around and watch TV.
I get
So
that. When I say that, when I say that, when I say that, you as kids going to the movie theater by yourself, that at that age, that wasn't no thing with us. That I remember.
not
No,
at all. Not at
and
all.
then before then, Georgie, it's raining. It's raining. Your little boat then floated down the dam. Now, you know what? We did paper wings. I don't know if you did it. I know I did it. We used to cut out wings, put it on the back of our little 12-inch G.I. Joe action figure and everything, or our little Spock action figure, and do it like this so the wings would float up and down. We did the little football, you know, we did a little football and everything like that. We did the little hat, you know what I'm saying? We did all that. Okay, we did the little plane. You fold the plane up, throw it,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Hoping to make it do.
yeah.
Okay, you got the boat. It's raining. I get it. I'm with you, Georgie. I'm with you. What there, I ain't never been that damn young to where the boat goes down a damn drain and there's a clown there and it make all the sense in the world to me. That ain't never been, I ain't never been that young.
That's first. That's first. If you in the sewer talking to me, you a homeless person or something I don't want to be in contact with or something evil. In either case, that conversation ain't. I'm not even. I'm running. I'm taking off. Full
We ain't
sprint.
got
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
ain't got no
yeah.
more
I'm
notebook paper at
out.
the house. We ain't got no more notebook paper at the house.
Oh,
I'm just asking. Yeah. And then the
hey.
other kid, welcome to dairy. I don't know how bad it is at your house. And I'm talking about the little boy. You gone? You didn't pieced out. There, like, there was nobody in there you could holler at. You didn't say F everything. I'm out. Pennywise said, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm like, damn, little short dude. Now, Dad said what happened in episode 1 was this. What did you know what Pennywise did his ass book? Because he always effing with kids. He always effing with kids.
Well, you know what, and you know how I rationalize that. Pennywise is a demon that feeds on fear.
This is true.
So who easiest to scare than children?
You know what? It would be children because with an adult, what you run the risk of is that adult's fear turning into anger, rage. Because
Okay.
adults have a tendency. Adults are more apt, in my opinion, to tap into either the fight or flight mentality. And if you are a creature and you need your victim to be fearful, that ain't always given with an adult. And if you can't If you can't scare them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then that's the thing too. He can look into your mind and see what scares you or what you're afraid of and become that thing.
Which is a great segue. Or I was hoping I was throwing you the alley oop and everything like that. You didn't catch it. We got a dude in Derry season 1 pilot that part of his bio is, medically speaking, he can't experience fear. That's the
He
fucking
he
fish.
he got an injury during the Korean War.
Yeah.
And it damaged a section of his amygdala that's in the brain, y'all. Um and hey, some people don't know. And because of it, he can't experience fear as a brain is able to assess it. So who would be the perfect weapon against Pennywise but someone who doesn't know fear?
Which would have made that a character like that would have been interesting in the present, go facing off against Pennywise, that character, or a descendant of that character who inherited those abilities. Of course, that ain't what happened. But no, man, Derry is nice. Derry is nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
And we represent it.
Yes,
We are so represented, and
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, okay, all right, don't act like we wasn't around. I mean, you still got them same kind of white people.
You do, but to your point though, we are in this series, and we're not in this series as disposable characters.
We're
You know,
the focus.
yeah,
Yes,
we
that part.
contribute to this. So
Yes.
to me, it's hats off to the showrunner being able to do that. As you alluded to earlier, the world building, uh, the interconnected universe. I'm sitting up here like, I need some of this mist. That's what I need. I need some. Okay, I didn't got the shining. I'm good. Okay, good looking. I got. Can I get some of this mist? Because we do got
Mm.
the base. We got the military base. You might well go ahead and bring that home.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Maybe that's next season.
You might well listen. Go on, bring
Cause
that home.
you got to stretch it out. You got to stretch it out. And that's why it's called Welcome to Derry and not Pennywise.
Yeah.
So it could be something else next season, man. There's a lot of, as we say, meat on that bone. How much? Cause I would love for them to dive into, like, the folks like Carrie and the gal from Firestarter. You know what I'm saying? They got natural abilities. Let's explore that and put a couple of them together and see how they pair up and pair off, if they can ever cross paths. Something like that. That would be dope to see too.
That would be very, very dope. Like they talked about a lot of stuff and everything like that. Christine, um, you already mentioned
Yeah.
Carrie and everything like that. Like, and I mentioned the Mish. I would love to see how all that stuff interconnected. I really, really would. I'm looking forward to it. I like it. There's some great storytelling, and I know I use that word a lot, storytelling, but everybody can't do it. So, but to me, having read the book, this to me is the epitome of respecting the source material. You're gonna update it, modernize it, do some stuff with it. But this is a great homage to the original source material. Yes, he's doing something different here and there. He's expanding on it and everything like that. But Stephen King is a fan of what this dude is doing. You know what I'm saying? And as
Yeah.
somebody who
Yeah.
read the book, somebody who watched the TV series when it first showed up on ABC with my brother from WKRP in Cincinnati. He was on there. And everything
Okay.
like that. So I'm enjoying it. It's well done. It's well movies, miniseries. It's respecting the source material. It's well done. It's well done.
Yeah,
It,
I mean, of what I know of the Stephen King universe and the stories I've read, um, it makes sense for them to all be connected because I know every single movie I watched, it was always in Maine. It was always in Maine. It was always in Maine. Everything. I'm like, there's a lot of stuff going on up in Maine because every single movie, and it never occurred to me, oh, this is all going on at the same time. And ain't that up there where, where all the witch hunt and you know what I'm saying?
bro, he got me sitting up here saying to myself, oh, so I need to go rewatch the Tommy Knockers because I don't think I ever paid attention to that.
Or the Golden Years.
I don't know about the golden years. It's something about these creatures eating up history that's I find very, very intriguing. You got to get on the plane. And the only way to get away from this is you got to go forward in time.
Hey, and that's a fear right there. A lot of people fear to die. A lot of people fear their own mortality. So it's like that's something he naturally plays on that. And something else I notice he does in a lot of movies, he gets you emotionally attached to a character and then rips that character away from you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be like a main character or a kid, he likes to do things to children. I know in a couple of his movies, he likes to do terrible things to children. I'm
He
just
don't care.
like,
I mean,
boy,
and he get away with it too. Like I'm sitting back here thinking you were telling you when you were just talking about like main character, he just ripped you up like, damn, what he did to that little boy in the mist was just terrible. Like, dad.
bruh, bruh, hey, hey, man, little man in here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, his kids getting it left and right. You
All
know what I'm
y'all had to
saying?
do was just wait like five more seconds. Just wait about 5 more seconds. So
Well, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna get got, you're gonna get got in a Stephen King movie. It ain't nothing can be done about it. Grant Madden says Stephen King lives in Maine. His house looks something out of a goth horror story. I believe it, man. My guy, remember him? Remember him in Creep Show?
yes, can I
I
say my favorite episode of the Creep Show was the raft.
the who?
The raft. It was, I don't want to say it was the episode, but it was the little segment, the movie segment where
Yeah.
these kids went out and it said, beware, like you don't go swimming here. And they went and it was this little black thing laying flat in the water. I said, oh, y'all got
Oh,
this. You
oh,
remember? I know you remember.
yeah,
Buddy thought
yeah.
he was safe. Buddy got to the edge of the shore. And I'm like, stupid, keep running. Buddy turned around and yeah, I got this shit. You know you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And let me just
Yeah.
say this. That was one of the moments where I was like, I'm so glad with no black folks in this. Because we know better than doing shit like this.
And when we was in it, I think it was two. We was the ones doing the torturing. We was the ones doing what my man said. Thanks for the ride, lady.
Oh, thanks for the ride, lady. Thanks for the ride, lady.
Hey,
wait. What about with my boy? First of all, okay, so this me. I'm at that age. I'm in high school, right? I
right.
come home from school. One of the things we watch is Bugs Bunny. One of the characters on Bugs Bunny is the Tasmanian Devil. That little dude ain't got no damn sense. He ain't got no love for nobody. He don't. He ain't got no love for nobody.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
watching,
yeah,
right.
that.
So if you seen this, right? You done seen this cartoon. You will see a box. Wooden. Beware of Tasmanian Devil. Fuck would you open?
Mm.
And Buddy never really came out. He just look crack. That's all that was, a little crack. You see his eyes, he snatching ass. He's just
Really good question here. First, Kamoyo say King had to have survived something horrible for his mind to go to these places, just like Lovecraft and Clive Barker. I, you know what? I agree with that. I agree with that actually. Jay Figures in the building. What up, Jay? He said
Jay
hello all.
Big, what's going on? What's going on?
He said The Shining, Doctor Sleep, and The Institute are my favorite King books, closely followed by the Mercedes Man trilogy. That sounds like a man who know his Stephen King. Um, and my man Paul Martin in the building comes with the do y'all think Pennywise would FAFO if he tried to mess with Robin's Tim Drake or Damian Wayne?
You know, it's interesting that he says that because there is, I don't want to call it a verses, but you know, I'll be watching these little shorts on YouTube where
Yeah.
Pennywise takes on the Joker.
Really?
Yep, I go
Okay.
through my history. I go through my history and see if I can find it for you. I just watched it a few days ago. Like when I say a few days ago, it was this week. But I was interested in the matchup. We talked about it earlier. If the person doesn't fear anything, how does this work? And so Pennywise, he did the same thing he do with everybody else. Let me shape shift. Let me put you in a different reality and everything like that. Joker wasn't going for it. He was laughing at every damn thing the dude was doing. He even shape shifting the Batman. It did not work. He even made the Joker seem like to us, the viewers, that he ripped off his arm. Didn't work. Buddy pulled out a Saturday night special.
Hmm.
I'm gonna show you just how real we finna be. Joker pulled out that old Saturday night special. He keep on him.
Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Shot Buddy straight in the forehead and walked off laughing. I said, ooh. But it makes me think, you know, of course, that's somebody's version of it. How would if the person doesn't fear? So what is, let's go, let's play the game. Jason Todd, what is his fear? It ain't the Joker whooping his ass. He done done that. That ain't gonna move him. That is not what he's afraid of. So that
Well,
ain't it.
most Robins, most Robins are afraid of not meeting the approval or the standards of you know who.
And he don't give two damns. So that's why I'm like, I don't know how this gonna go. He don't give two damns about Bruce because he would really rather pop you than to send you to the hospital. He don't give two damns about the Joker because what the Joker did to him. Because to a degree, he's like, it's responsible for making me who I am. So anybody can get this business right now. So Damian Wayne, I think it would be Alfred. If he takes the role of Alfred, I think he can get with Damian.
Mm, mm.
Damian still regrets that decision to a degree. I know they wrote it where he's made peace with it and everything like that, but I think if we're going to write him taking on Pennywise, right? Not taking on Pennywise, right? But if he's going to take on Pennywise, that would be, and make the assumption that he won't measure up to be Bruce. That other thing you just said, Alfred and him not measuring up to be Bruce.
So that leaves Drake and Grayson.
Drake and Grayson. Um,
I feel like Drake, being the more analytical of them, is probably the logical choice to take on Pennywise because he's gonna come at it from a strategic view. He's gonna try to figure it out. How can I take it down? What's his strengths? What his weaknesses? So
Pennywise would try the death of Tim's father. That's not gonna work. Tim not measuring up to be Bruce. He don't want to be Bruce. That's not gonna work.
that's what I'm saying.
that is not. I think aside from Richard, I think, in my opinion, could be wrong, Tim is the most confident. He know who he is and he know who he ain't. And he ain't trying to be who he ain't. Like, I'm good with me.
Well, that depends on who's writing him this month.
Look, the writer that wrote themselves into the story.
Hey, I'm just saying, why writers
Listen,
often project themselves into stories, but sometimes it works.
I'm still trying to figure out when Tim became a member of the LGBTQ plus.
Well, I guess they needed a new world's finest for 2025. And
Man, they could have,
so him and John Kent are the world's finest.
created a brand new character for that one.
Well, technically, ain't that a brand? Are you talking about Robin?
Yeah, they could have preached it. Ain't no need in switching that dude's orientation. That, to me, that is the cheapest form of representation. Just let me just switch somebody's orientation.
Oh, Moyo came up with a good one, and I think I seen this one somewhere too. He said, "Nah, bump all of this. What about Pennywise versus Freddy Krueger?"
I
Okay,
saw that. I saw that.
okay,
I saw that.
okay.
They
Let's
actually
do
have a
that.
video out for that.
Let's do. Yeah, I thought I seen it because that's my thing. Both of them operate on fear.
Freddie got in
So,
that ass.
hey, I still. This is what he say at the end of the day. I still got these claw things.
Freddie got in that, and that's the whole thing. Freddie don't fear nothing, and Pennywise does operate. I got one. Pennywise against Mary Poppins.
Damn, dog. you know what? You know what?
Woo!
You know what? Right now, you are like Darth Vader in the first Star Wars movie in that X-wing fighter. You got me like I'm like on Rogue Squadron. I'm like stay on target, stay on target.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Um, we was talking about Black Panther earlier. Now we talking about Black Panther the character. We talking about
Oh,
Black
okay.
Panther. Hear me out now. Hear
All
me
right.
out now. Hear
Mm,
me out now.
mm.
Hear me out now.
Whew. I was about to
Here's a
go to sleep.
question. Here's a question. And you the one that brought this to my attention. So let's explore it. Why are people more interested in arguing about the character Black Panther, T'Challa, than they are learning about the character?
Okay, so full transparency, I stole that from you. I was watching the live last night. You talked about it. You mentioned it.
Oh, you stole it from me. So,
I
all
did.
right, I'm just repeating myself, and I forgot. Okay, all right, okay. Well, then
But
let's explore. Let's explore it.
I thought it was interesting though, because I was like, okay, I know what I know and I know what I don't know, right? And movie came out 2018, right? How are
Right.
there so many people still misspeaking on the character?
Because they're ignorant of the character.
But with them being ignorant of the character, you will have somebody that knows and they will argue back and forth. You know, the biggest lie I heard, folks that want to argue with folks say, well, I guess you don't read comics then. Bitch, you don't read them either.
uh,
And that's my thing. It would be something completely different there. And one, like you said last night, we encourage each other to learn. You know what I'm saying? We share the knowledge and everything like that. And yeah, the folks that tune in to us, that let it be known they appreciate the knowledge, hey, it does mean something. Because it's like, that's, you're doing for this character what somebody else has done for another character. We would rather be known for saying we like the character. I went to the movie. I dressed up. It ain't that really. It really ain't that. Because watch this. How many of us lied about that mantle? Did not teach any knowledge. Still ain't done it. The videos I got out there, you can't go to nobody black, this, blurred, that, there, the other, where they educating folks on the mantle. What they'll sit there and say is, it's always been a mantle. So that's what one of the dudes said in I think it's either a black superhero group or a Black Panther group. And you, at some point, you get tired of responding to stuff like that or acknowledging stuff like that. You see other people do it. It's always been a mantle. Y'all must not read comics. Bitch, you don't read comics. Give me the comics that these other folks didn't wear. It's see, this is the crash out portion. We weren't gonna do this.
Let's do this constructively though. I'm gonna dissect this into the components that I know it need to be dissected
Well,
into.
you gonna
First,
dissect it then. I'm
first,
gonna do something to help me understand where you coming from. Go ahead.
first off, if you're gonna get into an argument about a character, you should have knowledge of that character. And if you're being out argued and what people are coming over the top of you and saying is being proven to be fact, that means you don't have enough knowledge of that character. Go back and up your IQ when it comes to that character before you start speaking on that character. So now the question becomes, how is there so much argument with people who don't even have all they care about is what went on in that movie, or all they care about was what went on in those particular 2 or 3 issues? Do they really care about the character in general? Because the way you treat every version of that character reflects on what people think about it overall. Case in point, let's take old flagship boy, Spider-Man. Okay, there is no form of media that you can go to and not find Spider-Man. Right? Tell me what form of media you can go to and not find Spider-Man on it. I'll wait. But I won't be waiting very long, will I? Because we all know this to be true. Comic strips in the newspaper? Yep, Spider-Man's been there. Coloring books? Yep, Spider-Man's been there. I mean, whatever you can name, Spider-Man been in it. Okay, that, ladies and gentlemen, is what makes a character, quote unquote, A-list. Because I market it as such.
But I like to ask this question. When I said earlier, I know what I know and I know what I don't know.
Yeah, literally a couple seconds ago.
Yeah. You know what you don't know. Like if you went to go see the movie in 2018 and didn't go see any other Black Panther, you know you didn't do it. If all you did was go see the movies and never read a comic book, you know you ain't read them. If you only read 2 or 3 issues, you know all you see. That's why I'm sitting up, I'm like, it's almost like it's more about saying you know the character than being knowledgeable about the character. You don't give 2 damns about knowing about the character because you feel like if you talk from a place of a position of authority, right? You talk loud enough, folks will either let you have your way or just won't will think you know what you're talking about. No, we don't take pride. Well, not us. We as a people that claim this is our dude, we don't take pride in that dude like we say we do. We just saying it for the hype. We just want the hype to come along with it. I saw Aldous Hodge do a video. Well, he didn't do a video, he was in a video. And they was asking him who he would want to be. And one dude told him, if the dude from the Old Spice commercial had me laughing. He said, "Don't say Brother Voodoo. That's off the tape." I said, "Wait."
So they ain't
The
gonna
Old
get.
Spice dude coming in hot. Not that one. Yeah. You know, they were asking him, you know, if he could play a superhero, who would he play? And he said he would play Bishop. But then you have folks, and I don't want to say it like that, and I've heard D.L. Hughley, some other brothers talk about it. It's the cat that wants to be my friend, but it's don't really know how to be my friend. And so you had somebody saying, well, he could play this character. It's more than them characters out there. I went down a whole list of black superheroes, African-American superheroes he could play. Why are we just naming a handful? That's part of the problem. We don't know them names. Like, he could play Sam Wilson and do a better job of Sam Wilson. Who fighting him? Who we? That's Sam Wilson, Aldous Hodge. What? He just gonna talk to some folks.
It's a lot of different states floating around here in the comment sections. We got Grand Madam. She's saying people are misspeaking because they are misinformed.
I like that.
Yeah, because a lot of people push their agenda versus what the facts of certain matters are. So, but I like how Paul Martin put it. That's perfect. T'Challa is the straw that stirs the drink. The other mantle holders are secondary. Or if you just want to be flat out blunt with it, okay, it might be a mantle, but that mantle centers around one particular person in that mantle. And so let's stop focusing on the fact that it's a mantle and focus on the fact that what made that mantle great was the character that it's most known for. We ain't gonna focus on freaking Val-Zod Superman.
We don't do that with any other character. You know, put stuff out there in regards to how many Captain Americas there been. Okay, well, it's been more than one. It's been more than quite a few folks that they slung that dadgum shield. We don't talk about stuff like that. It's been more than a few people that they wore that damn cow. We don't talk about stuff like that. We just don't. Hell, even if we talk about the flashes, damn, how many we didn't have? We don't talk about stuff like that. And it's an understanding why we don't talk about stuff like that. Over here, there are ways. I'm gonna tell you, this is me. It's the understanding, right? We understand who the Flash is. We only talking one or two people. We either talking Barry Allen or we talking Wally. And right now we can't even say Wally because they pushed him all the way back in the comic books. It's about Barry again, right? That's where we're at with it. We understand that. We would never go tell a Flash fan anything different because we get that. Yeah. It's too many of us that allow and push that narrative. We either allow that narrative to be pushed or we co-sign that narrative being pushed to say, oh, it's just a mantle. No, it's not. Stop telling that lie. If you tell me you a comic book, this, that, and the third, you know better. So now you just telling me you're an entertainer. You know you're no longer credible. You're just an entertainer. I should never come to you for knowledge about anything because what you're going to tell me is something just for entertainment value. You're not going to tell me anything for, as you would say, edutainment value. You're not going to give me that. You just going, I don't want to be entertained when it comes to stories, comics, our heroes. I want to be educated. Throw some entertainment in there.
Well, yeah. Education does go down better when you make it fun to
Yeah.
do. So,
I
um,
mean, you don't see it. I saw the dude. He told the dude that said it was a mantle. He said, "Name it without googling it." I'm thinking to myself, I don't even think he can Google it.
give me 5. You know what I'm saying? Give me 5. Since it's a mantle, give me 5. Better yet, give me 7. Okay, give me the females. Since it's a mantle, you know what I mean. We want to talk about all of that, but
Watch this. Me and you would say something simple like this. Ask a simple question. Who created the synthetic heart-shaped herb? Shorty. See? Shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. Don't back Shorty did create it. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. You just told me you're a movie fan. You lied when you said you was a comic book fan. No, you're a movie fan.
that part,
T'Challa died in the comics. What comic book? Black Panther. See. Now you telling me again. You lying. See, you telling me you don't know what you're talking about.
Unless you talking about the Christopher Priest run, technically he crossed the river. So I mean, but he came back. So
Look,
does that
no,
count or does
it
it
ain't but one
not
when you
count?
ask me. It ain't but one comic. Mr. Smith said it right. It ain't in no Black Panther comic book where Buddy bit the dirt. And what we don't do is we don't put it in my. We just if you say who you are, you know which comic he actually died in.
Oh, Byron in here.
B. Am
Yeah,
I
what's
really?
up?
I got too comfortable.
Hey, what you you can't see yourself?
I got too comfortable. What's going on, B?
He said, "What up, Doe?" Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to make it down Vegas way again sometime soon, man. We're gonna have
You
to
know what I
link
like?
up. What's up?
I like being able to say I know as much about my favorite character as somebody else knows about their favorite character. That's what I like. I like that. I like being able to say, no, I know my shit about mine, just like you know yours about yours. I like being able to say, I got my character at the house like they got their character at the house.
Hmm.
I think our characters need more of that.
Hmm. I'm in the comments, man. I'm in the comments. My bad, my bad, my bad. Paul Martin on one tonight. He said also if either Coogler or Moore considered T'Challa to James Bond, since when does his M outshine him on screen? Mm,
Mm, mm, mm.
church. Church. Byron said, "Come on out, I got you." Okay. All right. Am I gonna get to go to the John Wick thing? Am I gonna get to wear a suit and go to the John Wick thing? I want to do that. Um, he said, Kamoyo said we could all use a Vegas trip. Hey, y'all ain't said nothing. We can link up. I be in Vegas all the time. So
I got
that
something
ain't nothing. That's a hot skibbity jumpity. So
like Billy Ocean. Y'all gonna be there.
oh, and that's what Kamoyo said. See, he said that would be a bad spot for everybody to meet up someday. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
but,
wouldn't. It wouldn't.
but
Let me
yeah, it's
tell
like
you, it wouldn't.
that's my thing right there. Like if more of us did it, you know what I'm saying? Like your collection and everything like that, your collection, Mr. Smith
Bro.
collection and everything like that. Like I like to see that. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it's rare. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. As somebody that looks at action figure collector videos and everything like that, you don't really see somebody. You know, or I'm gonna show love to us. Like we could be us as action figure reviewers. We ain't necessarily focusing on us, and they focusing on them. They focusing on them. To tell you something, I thought it was funny. The Crimson Guard, that we got, Valorverse, what the Garrison Cavalry action figure.
Uh-huh.
That's a black action figure, right?
Okay.
It's unusual because it was an army build. It was black. So, oh shit. Okay. They re-released that action figure as white. Now, why am I saying that? You ain't doing that with nobody else. Like you're not gonna take an action figure that's white and all of a sudden make it black just so folks can have it. So clearly somebody complained. And I know that's what the case. I saw somebody looking at some Cobra Vipers, another YouTuber, right?
Right.
The Cobra Vipers that came in the Officer 2-pack. Well, one was black, one was white. The only way you could tell is if you took off the neckerchief and the arm guard. That was the only way you could tell, right? This dude did a video. And I'm sitting there like, I'm laughing because I'm like, ain't nobody gonna catch it. He had both of them sitting out there, posed and everything. The one that was white, you could see their forearms, you could see their neck. He took the neckerchief off. The one that was black, forearm guards on and neckerchief. I said, I'm like, that's the fact that you paying attention to it like that. You the action figure collector. You ain't just gonna sit them out there. Oh no, I don't want this one to show like that. I'm making a conscious decision to cover this up. That's crazy. These toys.
Yeah. Well, for some people, it's more than that to them. Paul
Speaking
Martin
of
said,
toys,
Paul Martin said, watch D-Real get cast to replace Bernie Mac in the new Ocean movie. Wow. Where did that come from?
that'd be nice.
I
I
I
want to see
I
that.
I'd do it.
I want to see that.
Oh, I'd
Sound like
do
a
it.
sound like a skit to
I ain't
come.
scared.
Sound like a skit to come. Sound like a skit to come.
Hmm. Oh, speaking of action figures, um, yeah, we was what and we was supposed to talk about desirable future team action figure releases. Now,
Desirable team action figure selection.
now here's what I did. When you said that and we would, well, first, let me get to Rock With Me Nation where we at. Okay. Now, in the planning process of the show, um, I will shoot Theo a text or a message or something, and I'll say blah 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 as a topic, right? Because maybe I'm thinking, hey, that would be cool on the show, or some stuff bled over from my live from the night before. He'll bounce something back off of me and let's do it like this or let's do it like that. Or I'll be fired up about a bunch of stuff and say, blah, 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 blah. And we be like, yeah, let's do that. Or he'll be fired up about a bunch of stuff and go, rah, 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 let's do that. And that's usually how it'll go. But in this particular instance, at least when it comes to action figures, correct me if I'm wrong, um, we have most of these figures individual.
Right.
Now, in the case of some of these that we mentioned in the list, uh, it might just be a matter of them making that figure to complete that team, or
Right.
generate a 2-pack, or generate a 3-pack,
Right.
because it's been so damn long since you made one. We need to have another one made because I'm tired of this old raggedy one that that I'm stuck with. So
And I ain't
um
gonna pay that price over there on the secondhand market.
and off top, you had mentioned the invaders.
Yes. Yes.
And I thought about it and I said, yeah, I mean, okay, you would have to make a 3-pack because unless you're gonna be giving us a dedicated Human Torch and Toro, You know what I'm saying? Because you get a human torch, right? Because that's what I do if I'm doing the invaders.
Right,
I'll
right,
just take that human torch is a human torch, right? But though at least the World War II human torch, when he was flamed on, his face was featureless.
he ain't
You,
got
you
no number on his chest either.
yeah, you couldn't see what his facial features looked like, and yeah, of course, no forearm there. So it's like, do we get a version of the Human Torch like that?
I mean, I would say so. If the short answer yes. You need him. You need Toro. You need Bucky. You say we already got a Union Jack. Cool. We need a Spitfire. We need a destroyer. Uh, I might be missing somebody. Uh,
Well, I don't want to say the name, uh, but he wears all yellow, and it's something they say you go to the bathroom, you got to go take a begin with a W. The Wizard
oh, yeah, yeah,
and and
yeah,
and, and Miss America.
yeah. You could throw them in there. I would say, and I don't know what they would do. You would just have to change up some logos or whatever. But uh, Warrior Woman and what's the other dude? Miracle Man or whatever. Warrior Woman and the other. Not
The bad guys?
yeah,
Yeah, Master Man and Warrior
yeah.
Woman.
Warrior Woman, Master Man, and Armless Tiger. That would be funny.
Well, I was always impartial to Baron Blood.
That needs to be done. You ain't wrong.
Um,
You ain't
and that's
wrong.
a and that would be a nice looking figure.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong at all. You're not wrong at all for that one.
If we
And
gonna
the reason why
if
I
we
said
gonna
that is
do
because
if we're gonna do World War II, because I've seen customs where people have taken like took a figure and made it into a Warrior Woman and Master
right.
Man.
The
So
reason why I say that is because when I look at what they did with the Inhuman Wave, I'm like, I don't know if y'all was paying attention. You know, the
long
synergy,
time coming,
the
long
synergy with it.
time
Yeah,
coming.
I'm like, you kind of like force people's hand. Like if you read Imperial and then you like that Gorgon is like worth the price of admission his damn self. You sit there like so I'm sitting there like, do y'all not know what y'all just did?
Hmm.
Y'all could have literally did this a long time ago. Like, don't just throw out random action figures. If it's a team, throw a team out there. If they sat up there right now and watch this, this would force people's hand. And I know how you feel about Giant Man, but just go with me for a second. If they sat up and said, you know what, we're gonna release the Avengers. You get you a classic Thor, you get Iron Man in the gold, in his gold costume and everything. You get you a gray Hulk or some ish like that right there. You get your old school Loki with the little ponytail. You get you I would say a wasp, but make it where you got a little one. Don't do that. Don't you can give a little one that ain't articulated. Don't short the people like that.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and you can put it in a 2-pack where it come with Ant-Man. Don't shortchange the people like that. Give him, make him small, and then make it where he can sit on top of an ant to come with it and everything. Don't do that. Don't like don't do that. You sit that out there, throw old school Captain America in there, you gonna force people to buy it. And then you could sit up there and say, and we're gonna give you this 12-inch giant man. You sit up there like, bitch, I didn't. They gonna make you. I'm gonna say, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all
Now
put it.
you could probably get something like that at a Comic-Con. You can find stuff like that where they just cause like for the longest time I was like, how come they ain't got no Kazar? How come they ain't got no Kazar and Zabu? How come they ain't got no Kazar, Zabu, and Shauna? San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, you
They
see him
they
now.
they dropped one, and I'm pretty and something like that. That sounds like something, that they'll do to you at a
Watch this.
Comic-Con. Be like,
Watch
hey,
this.
guess what? The figure you didn't know you needed, and we never made it and manufactured it mass.
Watch this. Hasbro foolish. And I'm saying that with the most love. I'm saying I'm saying that with all the love in the world. Because I'm sitting there like, okay, so um I was kind of feeling in my feelings about the fact that you really did that with that Shanna and that Rogue and that Sauron. Because I'm like, your boy kind of felt that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just a Comic Con thing. I really want to drop all y'all on your head. Why is it over there on Hasbro?
Oh, now you
Now,
have to.
mind you, you have to be a premium member.
Now,
But
now I can tell you. I can tell you. Eventually, they'll be available. I mean, to me, you could do the same thing with a comic book that you do with an action figure. I could go out and buy that comic book that Wednesday, or I could wait till next week. Because I remember there was a time when my box would fill up and be full of comic books because I
but
had to, and they'd be calling me, talking about come down here and get all these comic books before we put them back out here,
but
So,
it just makes more sense though, like we were saying today though. If you're going to release action figures and say you're going to release the Guardians of the Galaxy, drop all of them. Just drop all of them. The 7 figures. You gonna force that's forcing folks to buy them. Ah, damn.
yeah, but you know what? That's a business decision too.
But
If
what I'm
I
saying,
if I here, look at it like this. Look at it like this. If I take a risk and say, F it, put all the Inhumans together in a big old pack for like $125. What if it don't sell? That's what you think. That's what you think as the people
listen,
at Hasbro. That's what they
there's no
thinking.
way, there's no, if that's what they're thinking is, and they release that that Captain Marvel wave, because it's been quite a few waves they released that's been hot trash because there's no symmetry to them. They just putting them out there. If they're not sitting out there right now, looking at what transpired with that comic book series, Jonathan Hickman, appreciate you, good looking, and the reception. That's the thing. The reception that they got to the Inhumans being released. And me and you sitting up here like, man, I already got a Black Bolt and I already got a Medusa. But I ain't got no penis Black Bolt. He ain't really got the wings like that. So I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like you sliding down in your chair like this right here, like I guess. And they was slick with it too. Because what did they do? Well, you can't necessarily make us get the 2-pack and one of them got Black Bolt and Medusa. We might not buy that one.
We're gonna put them separate, which creates the psychological need. I've got to get both.
And I'm looking at the Black Bolt. I'm at least looking at the black. Okay, I got pinless joints. Okay, that one. That. The wings, you can take them off on. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I guess. That Triton trick and that he look hard. That sheen, that paint job look nice, man. That's nice right there. Then you look at that Gorgon Medusa 2-pack, and you think about the Medusa you already got, and you sit up and like, okay, well, it's a brand new body. I guess I don't really have no damn choice. I wouldn't, because if that wasn't what it was, I damn sure wouldn't be moved to do that. But I guess because that Gorgon look fierce as hell. Man, imagine they give us a Guardians of the Galaxy and they got that Starhawk 2-pack.
That's cool.
Be jumping on that.
That's cool.
You
But
give us Mark
I'm
next.
looking for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I need me a Charlie 27.
You put
And
you a Martinex and Charlie 27 in a 2-pack. You gonna jump on that, big dog.
oh
You
yeah,
jumping on
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm halfway done. I'm halfway done with the Guardians at that point. You know what I'm saying?
You jumping on that, big dog. Don't let them go ahead and say, you know what? We're gonna go give you another Yondu. We already got one out there, but we need to put out a brand new Vans Astro. So we're gonna hit you up with this Yondu Vans Astro 2-pack.
If they smart, they'd give us a major victory. You know what I'm saying? And so you can have it either way. If you want Vance Astro, go ahead and get you that old Vance Astro. But we about major victory over here, so y'all better get on the boat.
Hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what? You know what would have been a waste of money? To your point, the Crystal Warriors. Had they done that as a way, that's a waste. I don't know what. I still don't. I have no idea. I've thought about it. I broke it down. I ain't got no solution. I ain't got no answer.
Was it a
Um,
cartoon? Was it ever a cartoon?
you know what? I don't know. I'm
You
being
know
honest
what?
with
hang on.
you. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Can I can I
I
can I
got you.
can I keep it a buck real
I know
quick?
you don't care. I know you don't care.
I bought issue 1. And I think it was just one issue. But I bought it. I bought it.
Uh-huh.
But did I ever say I wanted these as some toys? I don't think I ever said that.
Chris Star.
I don't think I ever said that. I know I said that about the Micronauts, but I
It
said that
was
about the Space Knights.
it
I ain't
was
never said
an 11 issue fantasy comic book series by Marvel Comics in 1983, which was associated with a Remco toy line.
in buy it. Wasn't interested. Wasn't interested. I remember going to Albany Mall. I was never interested in that. I wanted me some GI Joes. I ain't never look at them. I ain't never say that I needed that. No, I didn't.
Even when Chris Star was popular, I wasn't into Chris Star. If it ever was popular. I
You know,
think
I'm
it
gonna
was
tell
one
you.
of them things they was trying to force on kids and just be like this, and kids was like no, and it just didn't
I,
work
I'm
out.
I'm I'm gonna be honest with you. I bought all 11 issues. I did. I bought all of them issues. Mitchell County Drugstore was where I was buying them from. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I just like reading. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like, oh Lord Jesus, if I miss the issue, you did because it nobody was buying it.
So you read Chris Star? Dog?
I did. I did. I did. I
What's
didn't.
so
I didn't. You
so?
see,
Well, tell me what it's about. I don't even know.
I can't. When you said I didn't see, I'm being honest. I know I bought it because I told you I bought the first issue. The covers look nice.
Okay.
The covers
Uh,
look nice.
okay.
The story, like, okay, all right. It's a fantasy story. You got
Hmm.
this dude. He's a warrior prince. Okay, I didn't read that before. There ain't nothing new here.
See,
We got to go save it.
if they were smart, they'd start making Drizzy comic books or more Drizzy comic books and just like give him his own dedicated little thing and let him get off and get down and do what he do. Just it's I don't know.
Hey,
Um,
can I pivot?
but
Can I
what's that?
pivot? Can I pivot?
Go ahead, man.
I'm high right now. Um,
Well, that's not shocking.
y'all, we vibing. We gonna pivot real quick. So check it out, big dog. You read Ultimate Black Panther 22. I read Ultimate Black Panther 22
Okay.
because it's Friday, and we used to do this Friday night when we was younger, before we were married men and everything like this. When we went out and everything, we would be on the prowl to jump off the dresser. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How do you feel about T'Challa and Aurora having a child? But one night we just jumped on and we just listen. I ain't want her. I don't like her like that. She don't like me like that. We just was what it was. I'm like, why this?
Um, I went a whole lot of directions with it. Um, the 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 first direction I went in with it was, and I don't know what was going on in Brian Hill's head, and and if I ever see him, I'ma ask him because I really want to know. Um, much as we talk about how honorable a
Shout out to
person,
Maxine Shaw, by the way. Shout out to Maxine Shaw.
how honorable a person T'Challa is in the Ultimate Universe, he is just trash. I mean, look at he breaks promises. He cheats on his wife. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? What is it? Come on,
Listen,
man.
listen. But dog, Eric was like straight up. So do you love her? No. I just wanted her and she wanted me. Wow. You said that with your whole chest, huh? Well, at least you care about her. So you wanna go save her just like I do. So let's just go get her. Y'all so grown and mature over here in this.
Bruh, bruh. First off, we got to go somewhere, me and you, because this come with a fade. We got to get some stuff we ain't addressed. You know what I'm saying? We got to, before we go any further, me and you
Oh
got to
Lord.
address some things. You know what I'm saying? Let's go out there. Let's go out there and get that 3-day boxing match going or whatever, whatever was supposed to be going on.
Listen, I said I was like, I gained a whole level of respect, a whole new level of respect for Eric. Because he was like, no, bro, we I'm like, you know what? This is definitely not the Eric from the 616 because that this been what the case was. Lord Jesus have mercy. Oh
And
man,
you know
no,
what? And you know what? Even if it was, he'd be justified.
huh?
He'd be justified to a degree. And I mean, is that what we're trying to create? And that's what I'm saying. After all of the rhetoric and what has been made, heh, quote unquote, canon in the minds of people, because when you talk about Black Panther, all the average person thinks about is the movie mythos. And so what we got was, oh, hey, T'Challa had a bastard son. So now we're bringing that into comic form and trying to quote unquote polarize that mindset of, oh, T'Challa will have him a little side piece and do him a little thing every now and then and still, I mean, it is what kings do, but some kings can choose to be better, and we always thought T'Challa had, but not in the 6160 apparently.
The dude was literally in because Fantastic Four fans get mad when you tell them, no, that dude could have knocked on Sue if he wanted to. They were literally in the water, butt booking ass naked. T'Challa could have got that. She ain't the only one that could get it. Y'all talk about Aurora. She-Hulk can get it. Monica Rambeau can get it. Low-key Okoye can get it if she wanted. But then there's Casper, which folks don't act like them two got something going on. You know what I'm saying? No, it's quite a few. It's man, don't do that. T'Challa him. T'Challa be the had him a nice little rainbow. Y'all better stop playing with that dude.
Hey, you see that what was it at the bachelorette party, and everybody was like, girl. Oh, he got them green cat eyes too. Girl.
Listen, listen, listen. Scott, whoever claiming Emma Frost, they not safe. They not
Mm.
safe. Emma can get it too.
Emma probably won't
Stop playing with that dude. Stop acting like that dude ain't him.
it.
Stop. That dude is every leading lady's man. That's what that dude is. That's a lead man right there. He come
Hey,
with, yeah.
can real quick, because you got me thinking about, All things Fantastic Four suddenly. Frightful Four action figures.
We need that.
It occurs to me there is not a Sandman. Remember when Sandman had that green uniform? Remember
We
when
need that. We
when he
need
had
that.
that? We need Sandman in that uniform with the
We need
Frightful
that.
Four. We need the Wizard because we ain't had a Wizard since Toy Biz.
We need that. We need
I
that.
don't
You
think
see me?
I ain't
You see
seen
me?
one.
We need that. We need the trapster.
And the Trapster. You know what
We
I'm
need
saying?
that.
And whoever y'all want the fourth member to be, whether you want that to be Medusa, whether you want that to be Claw, whether you want to make a brute action figure.
Watch this. Watch this. Go and give us you can give us a brand new clone. We need that because that other one, yeah, we need that comic. We need a brand new comic book version. We need a brand new Thundra because she was a member of the Frightful Four. We need a brand new one because that one that you got out there is just trash. Just go ahead and tell you. Trash. And you better hurry up and do it before I make China Thundra because
Ah,
it's right.
ah, ah, ah,
It's
ah.
right there.
That
But yeah, we
might work.
need that. And then the brute could be the builder figure. We need that. We need that.
See how quick we did that?
We need that. Go. Who's
and,
saying no?
and you know what? All of them characters is related to each other. The
We need
builder
that.
figure is related to the characters that we just mentioned.
We need that.
See, see,
We need that. We need that. The Reed Richards from the alternate Earth. Yeah, we need that. Also, let's go ahead and get the Lethal Legion. Come on now.
oh, oh, you know what? I was getting ready to try to make my own Power Man, and I was going to use a saber tooth body to do it, but I can't find no head. The only head that I think would fit that would make sense would be like a record. You know, like from the record.
Let's see head sculpt. No, just I couldn't find no head. Okay.
Pause. But
no.
now when you say Lethal Legion, are we talking about just the three? Or
I'm
are we
talking about
talking about the full 5 or 6 that they manifested originally?
I'm talking about what you talking about, big dog.
Okay, so
Dark
then
knowledge.
if we talking about the original Lethal Legion, that would consist of Man Ape, the Grim Reaper, the Living Laser, Power Man, and the Whirlwind.
We need that. We need
So
it. We
that would be a nice little squad. That would be a nice little squad because they got that kind of pinkish version of the Living Laser. We need the one in the orange and green outfit
now,
where he
I'm,
still look human.
now I'm finna help y'all out. Marvel, Hasbro. I know y'all like, man, we can't put no action figure out there called no man ape and it be black. You absolutely right. I understand what you're saying. Just put M'Baku on the package. Make the
Hey,
heads.
let the rest of them figure it out.
Yeah. Put that's all you got to do. Put M'Baku on there and everything like that. That little mask and everything, you can make that mask something else, or just don't give him no mask. We know who it is. We just need him big enough and in the white costume. You ain't got to do that. We know who it is. There you go right there. M'Baku. See how we just did that? Yeah.
Yeah, ain't
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't
I
nothing
try
wrong
to
with
help
that.
for the free.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong. I know they had that SDCC jump, but we ain't seen nothing else since. We need an Alpha Flight.
Don't get me started.
We need it. We do. We need an Alpha Flight. We need a set of Alpha Flight figure. We need a nice North Star and Aurora. We
And
definitely need another. We definitely need another Snowbird. Definitely need another Shaman.
let me help y'all out.
And with Snowbird, can you make Snowbird like and like put like a little Wolverine in there or an owl in there so when she shapeshift, you know what I mean? You can have that going on. You know, don't just throw it in there like what I'm supposed to do with this. She can't do
Al-
her. You took away her best power. I can't even display it.
Also, classic costume. Don't update nothing. What y'all did before, just redo that again, except in pinless. You know, action figures, pinless joints, update them and everything like that. Don't give us no brand new damn costumes. Nobody likes that. No, nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
No, give us the classic costume, and then give us Gamma Flight as the enemies.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, let me get
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Let me get Gamma Flight. I'm gonna buy that. The twins box could be the builder figure.
Box could be the build a figure or Sasquatch.
He wouldn't be the builder figure for Alpha Flight because we
That's
can
what I'm
use Wendy.
saying. That's what I'm saying because I don't think we mentioned him when we mentioned Alpha Flight's lineup.
Well, let him be the builder figure. Wendigo can be the builder figure for Gamma Flight.
So then they would, and the size box body that Box would need, you could just put Box in a
Deluxe.
box in a box by himself.
Actually, I
Yeah,
would say Box would need to come with two action figures, the Box robot, and then the guy that actually controls Box and everything like that.
Roger Box.
Roger, yeah, Roger Box. So yeah. You know what?
He ain't had no legs.
Um, I really did like that Alpha Flight series we got doing the mutant thing. Roger
Uh,
Box son played a role in that. I'm like, damn,
oh,
y'all.
you talking about was that the John Byrne run on Alpha Flight?
No, it was the most recent run when the mutants were leaving Krakoa and everything like that.
Oh, oh, oh,
He
oh.
got a son, and I'm sitting up here like, man, y'all got me hooked. The writing was good. I covered it. The writing was good. I'm like, damn, it's good.
So
Anyway,
Kamayo said, time to pester Hasbro again.
I'm just saying,
Okay,
man.
yes, as we do. And Jay says, Deadpool and Mercs for Money team and the Masters of Evil. Funny you should mention the Masters of Evil because that is the very next team we was gonna bring
We
up
need that.
was Masters of Evil. Now, when you say Masters of Evil, there's a couple different iterations. Now we got the original, which is Radioactive Man,
We need that.
Melter,
We need
Baron
that.
Zemo,
We need that.
and the Black Knight on Aragorn.
We need that. That's the builder figure. Aragon is the builder figure. We need that.
So that's four. So you wow. So we would have to, yeah, somebody would have to get a bunch of Aragorn boxed in
We need that.
with they figure. But
Or,
yeah,
or we can listen, or we can add another master even in from a later rendition of the team. We need that.
can we get some lava men
We need that.
and just get like a two standard types? You just get like a rank and file lava man, and then you get like the shaman lava man.
You say you want something in a two-pack is what you're telling me.
That might work too. That might
Yeah,
work too.
yeah,
You
we
know what I'm
need
saying?
that.
So I mean, yeah. So I mean, and the action figure diggers in here, they feeling me because it's hey, quick question: have you ever seen a Space Phantom action figure?
No,
Jay, I know you out there, Jay.
yeah,
Have you ever seen a Space Phantom
no.
action
I
figure?
know who
I
you
mean,
talking.
maybe back in Toy Biz, but I don't even think they had a Space Phantom action figure back in the Toy Biz days. I don't think they've ever had a Space Phantom action figure. Not to my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Um, But yeah, I've never seen a Space Phantom ever. The oldest villain the Avengers have ever faced, other than Loki, is the Space
That's
Phantom.
why I was like, no, I ain't, I ain't, no, I ain't, no, no. I'm sitting, look, I'm over here looking like, no, no, I ain't got that. I ain't
All
got that.
these
I'm trying.
years, all these years, all these iterations of Avengers action figures, and you ain't never, ever got a Space Phantom.
Now, you know what? When we were talking about the Avengers wave, if they released the classic Avengers, that would be a nice action figure along with the classic Loki to release and everything like that. It's gonna create the synergy. You going that's why I be
You
like,
you
man,
you you know what we need a classic look for? Wonder Man and Immortus. Is there an Immortus action figure?
and when you say Wonder Man, it ain't really but one costume that I really like Buddy in.
The green and red?
Damn, you was right there, huh?
Nah,
That was the one that looked like it made more sense to me. Like, I didn't like the one when he, first got his abilities. I like, because I'm like, I don't what the hell is this on your damn chest? Anyway. And then I'm like, okay, bro, what the hell? Your suit made out of unstable. You got on a red safari jacket, some black. Cause I'm not understanding how your stuff works. Cause like you got the fire literally hitting you either on your back or on your hips. I'm not. And can't you fly?
he had not reached his full potential at that time.
It seemed kind of weird. Always having that. Now that green one where he didn't have a mask, he just had to look. That was horrible.
Where
That
he
was
had the where he had the mullet.
yeah. That was. I was like, oh my god, why?
So
Why?
they wasn't trying hard. They weren't
No,
trying hard.
no.
So he needs a classic look. Wonder Man need a classic look. I, for one, feel like he should go back to the green and red with the mask on. I That's the way you first ever seen him. That's
Now
the way you first seen him. So just
I
rock with
say
that.
I like that one, but now watch this one. The black suit with the red boots, red, the red belt where he just got basically like black sleeveless shirt on with the W. That's not a bad look. It's simple, straight to the point. When you him, do you really need clothes on like that? No, but just put you some shit on. You don't need no jacket on, bro. You swole up and everything like that. You finna turn into ion energy anyway. You don't need all that.
Right. So yeah, okay. Because I'm going through and I'm thinking there are so many unnecessary like one shot characters that the Avengers faced. Like, because I can go through and I can tell you every villain that the Avengers face in the first 100 issues of every comic.
I think the
But
Scarlet Centurion should
yeah,
be.
well, that Scarlet Centurion doesn't pop up until the Avengers annual.
And that's
But I'm
Ultron.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Considering
yeah,
that's
that I mean
Ultron,
yeah,
take
yeah.
that off. And then we do need a new. Like I'm going. Whoa, a 3-pack consisting of Yellow Jacket, the Wasp, and Ultron One.
Why Yellow Jacket?
We need one. We ain't got no Yellow Jacket. So
Not yeah, because my Yellow
I'm
Jacket.
I'm trying to help out. You feel? Or we could go Yellow Jacket, Ultron One, and Egghead. But we need a new yellow. We need a Yellow Jacket. We ain't got Yellow Jacket. I don't know
Yeah,
what.
you just got an egg here.
And you know what? Now that I think I know which which body they could use to make Yellow Jacket. If they use the same build that they use for that Iron Fist, the Iron Fist Luke Cage 2-pack, the way his collar sits out and everything, that's Yellow Jacket. They need to
Well,
go ahead and make that happen.
yeah, it's more wings, but yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, yeah. No, absolutely, absolutely. I was just saying they have the technology in place to do it. So go
Right,
ahead and make
right,
that happen.
right. Yeah, because the one I got is like from '07.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since we seen a Yellow Jacket. It's a lot of stuff like that. Like for instance, on the DC side, I've been asking, I've been asking, I've been asking. I want. Remember the Freedom Fighters? Do the Freedom Fighters? Do Uncle Sam? Do the Bomb? Do the original Ray? I mean, you can do what you need to do with Phantom Lady and that outfit. You know what I'm saying? You do what you need to do. I ain't the one told you to make it like that in the first place. I'm just saying, I mean, you could make an action figure.
See, I probably see this is when I'm probably not gonna make any friends. Like I want all them action figures that you just named, right? Except I know all of them gonna look like they got tights on. I don't want that. I'm like I'm real particular about what I do with Todd McFarlane right now because there is a distinctive look the way he makes his action figures, and you can't be mad if you go. It's like being mad when you go to Walmart and it's taking you forever to get up out of there. You knew you was going to Walmart. What you doing? So you got to be pleased with what you got going on. And if I look at the human bomb, right? He looks specific. That dude ain't got on nothing that remotely looks like some tights. He don't. You cannot make
Have
him
you
like that.
seen have you seen the Wesley Dodds Sandman or the Question?
No.
You know what they wear, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have action figures. And it looks exactly like they look, he can do clothes. Trust me.
Okay, yeah, you
He
got
can
to
do
do the clothes.
clothes. He can do
That'd be my
clothes.
concern right there, like, cause Uncle Sam, you're gonna have to do some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Human Bomb, you gonna have to do some clothes. The only dude you're gonna be able to get away with this with is what is it? It's not Blue Jay. The dude
The
that flies.
Ray. The
Huh?
Ray. The Ray.
No, not the Ray. The dude that flies. The
Oh,
other dude.
Black Condor.
Yeah, Black Condor. That's the only other dudes you're gonna be able to get away with it.
That cat has the dumbest origin I have ever heard.
Followed closely by his costume.
My man was raised by condors and he learned how to fly because he was raised by condors. Bruh.
My dude goes out there flying with he got some bracelets on, some blue wrestling trunks, some boots. I'm gonna say he looked like he got a curtain up under each arm, and he looked like he wearing like a one of the Miss America things around his chest. And I'm sitting up here like, who?
you make it sound worse than it is. Oh my
I don't
goodness.
know who got the worst costume, him or Tyrock.
Bro, when people keep talking about it, I almost kind of want to see it. I just want somebody to just say screw it and make a tie rock figure just to shut everybody up.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I never, when you were a kid and everything like that, the freedom fighters are weird. You'd be like, oh, okay, that's Uncle Sam. Okay, I guess. And then you get the raid. You what the young lady, Phantom Lady, and everything like. Okay. They kind of you get okay. The human bomb. You take it. Who is this dude right here? That's damn near naked. Why is he with y'all? And all he do is fly.
Birds taught him how to fly.
This dude ain't bulletproof. He ain't bulletproof. Why he ain't got no clothes on?
He can box. He can box and he can fly. He know how to hit a Nazi.
You know what?
Oh, he's stomping goose steppers.
You know what? I could never write the freedom fighters because he would be the first one to get it.
or, or, or after 80 something years, we could just get that fool a different costume. Works for everybody else. Just put some clothes on the man.
They keep wanting to put him out there like that. I'm like, bro, I done sat up here and read comic book where y'all keep updating Richard's Robin costume like that. No, everybody know Richard came out with some pixie boots and some green hoe shorts on.
If Wonder Woman can get clothes, everybody can get clothes. You put some clothes on Black Condor.
They had my dog Richard out there in some pixie boots and some green Daisy Dukes on.
That Bruce Wayne. He worst parent of the century.
Hey, bro, I'm sitting up here like this. You know when they say, you know, you just gotta suspend your belief. I'm sitting up here like,
We going out into the night, and that's how you want me to represent you. Yeah, I'm saying that's my whole thought. When I thought, cause I mean, at first it was just like Batman and na 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 na, na, and I started getting into it, and I started thinking about it, and I'm like, his stuff ain't even functional. I mean, his stuff is more like his stuff is more theatrical.
have
His
you ever
stuff
have you ever read why they said canonically why his costume was so bright?
to distract people from Batman, to draw some fire.
There's
Mission
literally a comic book out
mission
there.
accomplished, boy. Mission
There's literally a
accomplished.
comic book out there where Robin takes this dude down, and this dude swears he gonna take Robin out, and to protect Robin, Batman dresses up in a rainbow Batman outfit. So you mean tell me, because you easily could just change his costume colors, because you got the boy looking here out here in broad daylight, dark as night, whatever, bright ass colors. Why he can't get something like what you got? That's why
And why
Richard left.
you and why you agree? Why did two of y'all agree to that outfit?
The boy didn't know no better. But you see
Ain't
what happened
no
when the boy
way. I'd have been like, bro, this it? Where my pants at? What?
the boy didn't know no better because the boy was a flying circus dude. But you see what happened when the boy turned into a man? He like, oh man, you got me effed up. Buddy
You
left.
had me out here for years in this outfit. You were taking my shine away from me by giving me shine.
Buddy said, wait, man, dog, let me get my Buddy went out there, got his fresh together and everything like that, and pulled him a batty just like that.
Bruh, now they saying he the best fighter in DC, or one of the best. In a fight, he could hold his own in a fight with Daredevil. I'm just saying, that's what they say. That's what I heard.
You know what? Here we go. Begrudgingly. Canonically speaking, I might give him that one. And the only reason why I say I might give him that one is because they've got too many stories out there recently with him and Slade throwing hands.
Right.
And he boxing Slade. And I'm like, yeah, one of these dudes is a superhero. a lethal trained, a highly trained assassin slash mercenary. You ain't never showed me you ain't never showed me that dog in you. And you need that dog in you to beat this dude right here. You need that. But let DC tell it, he can put hands on Slade. Slade ain't even concerned about Bruce like he concerned about Richard. Far as Slade is concerned, for him to take down the whole superhuman community, it's gotta be Richard. So, and that's what Slade possessed with a whole ass damn demon. Richard was still putting hands on him. I'm like, hey, superhuman and possessed with some black stuff, and you still putting hands on him?
Hey, you know what? You know what? So if we talking about a fight, you know what I mean? Well, see here, Kamayo think Matt would beat the brakes off that kid.
You heard what I said. You heard what I said. I said because I'm like, I didn't see Matt now. Matt don't mind whooping ass. Like Matt, like I got it for you. What you need? Like I got. It's a couple thing ways this can go. You better hope I'm feeling pretty good. Because if not, one, you definitely going to the hospital. It's just a question of whether or not you going in the body bag or not. You know, that's how Matt get down. Richard is a nice dude, but like I said, they didn't show this nice dude putting hands on a possessed superhuman Slade Wilson. And I'm sitting there looking at this like, okay, I guess.
So here. I mean, ain't this the question we all ask? Same question that Nancy asking right now. I never understood why Commissioner Gordon allowed Batman to endanger children, the Robins. An adult vigilante is one thing, but running around with children fighting crime is a no. I mean, and why? And why I gotta be in that outfit? Because that's the first thing gonna come to my mind. If I'm Commissioner Gordon, you jump down off the roof with this cape and this black outfit on. I'm like, I get that. But then your boy come down a couple seconds later. I'm like,
Your boy come down a couple of seconds later. He ain't got no head protection. You do. He ain't got no body armor on, except you just talk about his chest, but his arms, legs all exposed. You got him out here with some dukes on. Like that. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on.
yeah. Batman should have been arrested right then and there. What are you doing to that child?
And then wait, can we go ahead and say the way they initially drew Robin's trunks was like they had scales on them. Bro, what you got? You got this
You
dude
wearing
in some chainmail drawers.
you wearing scaly drawers.
No chainmail drawers. You into this BDM? What? No man.
And they green. Why green? Cause you couldn't decide on the Robin Bird motif and the Robin Hood motif, so I'ma just call him Robin.
Wait. Maybe because he knew as soon as that little boy saw something that was gonna scare him, he was gonna himself. So you know, you might as green.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Gray in the building. What's up, Gray?
You see how
Gray,
Tim came out there? You see how Tim came out there?
hey.
Tim said, no, I'm good. No, I'm coming out here with everything on, bro. No, you great.
Tim said, I got a ninja outfit. Get y'all. I ain't wearing that ballet outfit. Plus, they can see me too. Nope. And he was like, send me somewhere to somebody who could teach me how to fight like you fight. Okay, all right. I'm gonna send you to the deadliest assassin in the world. Bet.
So, question. Let me ask you this question, because you know they say because he was like that. We don't need to act like that. We saw who trained Tim. Who's the best fighter out of Tim, Damian, Jason, and Richard? Because they always make it seem like Tim is the worst fighter. And you just made a great point. This dude been trained by nothing but assassins.
And he's smart and tactical. I would say, Tim is the second dangerous Robin, second most dangerous Robin.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think folks underestimate that dude. No. Jason, Jason is a brawler. He
Well,
not right.
Ain't Jason using Venom now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so Jason's out of there. I don't even
They
consider.
don't know what
I
they
don't even
want to do
consider.
with him,
He in the
man.
Batman family, but he a stepchild now.
They gonna fix it. They gonna fix it because they understand fans ain't gonna be cool with that.
What's that? What you say, come on, yo? Damien said, "I ain't wearing that BS for long." Yeah, because when him and when Dick was Batman, pause, uh, and him and Damien were Batman and Robin. That was a cool little run. You know what
It
I'm
was.
saying? So yeah, they had that buddy cop thing going.
They did. They did. That was a nice change of pace to have it where the serious person was the youngest person.
Yeah.
That was a nice change of pace. I enjoyed it. You're absolutely right. That was a, I'm
And
not
he refused to act like a sidekick. I'm not a sidekick. You know what I mean? I'm saying, hey, I'm his son for real. So talking bad to Alfred, I'm just like, get me something, Pennyworth.
look. And then when his dad came back, he like, you know what, man? Richard was a better Batman than you, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, say, he know what he was doing. I don't know what you out here doing.
Oh man, listen, you know what? You see how we reminiscing? Why you ain't talking about none of these current comics? That's fucked up. You
Not
know what?
really, not really, not really,
I'm
because
not gonna act like that.
well, I
Uh,
mean, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. I mean, and y'all know where I'm at with it. Um, the content, you got to be very discerning about these days. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I remember it was a time, man, I would go get 12, 15, 20 comics at a time. Now it's like there ain't nothing no more. It seemed like that hold my attention where I want to just be in there buying comics like that no more. You know, or even ordering them or anything like that. Cause it's just like not even because of the price, but just the quality of of some of the
yeah.
stories.
You know what? It's crazy that you say that. Me and you talked about it before. That is one of the things that I'm dreading. Like I'm going by Black Panther Intergalactic because that's just what that is. People, if I bought John
I'm gonna
Ritter's
check
run,
it out. I'm gonna check it out. They
if
said
I
Savage Land. I'm like, you got me. You got me. You
yeah,
a Savage Land? So I'm always down with some I always been a dinosaur guy at
yeah,
heart. But
I want
anyway,
to
yeah.
I want to see. Don't give me a variation of the story that I done got before. You know what I'm saying? Like I want something different. And I guess it's one of the things where I used to say I'm a classically trained reader. We sit up here, like how we look at Ultimate Black Panther, and some folks were like, "Oh man, he gonna get Aurora, she gonna be with child and everything like that." You know what I'm saying? And we sitting up here like, "Okay, how you finna, how you finna do this?" And it's crazy because I don't think me and you said anything like that. We was just like, "Okay, this what happened." it's been
Well,
it's been everybody else that they caught it, be like, "Oh, that's bullshit."
bruh, what issue was that? 22, right?
hmm
When that series in?
24.
By my count, that's two issues. What would have been a story that probably bled out to 30 issues is gonna be ended in two issues. Get ready for a whole bunch of stuff to get crammed in two issues. Keep up. That's all I gotta say. Keep up.
Um, I said it on the show, but me and you here now. What would you think about if they brought over the child and Eric from the Ultimate Universe.
The
Uh,
child, the child to be cared for or be in the care of the 616 T'Challa?
the child being in the 616, if I was doing it, well, I ain't talking about nobody else,
Okay.
not to be in T'Challa's care. That's a simple way of doing it. That's the easy way out. No, I would have Eric being the caretaker of that child, saying, your mama and daddy supposed to be together. And he looking at them like, why aren't y'all two together? This is literally y'all child. Because we played games like this over here with Jean Grey and Scott.
Yeah, because when you put Nathan in front of them and they just had to deal with it and they know they shot a baby off into the future, they know they did that. You know what I'm saying? And now you dealing with it. Here he is. He's back. He's all grown up. Now what? You got to deal with it.
So you got one, this would be the redemption arc for Eric. I think Eric as a character to me is too complicated with everything that he tried to do, retcon and everything like that, because his backstory makes no sense to me. Now you get this Eric coming over, and this allows you a fresh start with a brand new Eric. This character is complicated, got levels to him and everything like that. Ain't gonna always be the nice guy. Got a nice little gimmick with him. Got an axe that he can throw. It come right back to him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
kind of don't look. The look is well, his look makes sense in ways the other Eric's classic look never did. I don't know who the hell that was. You got the red straps with the studs on them and the shag and everything like that.
The Jerry Afro shag, whatever it was. Yeah. 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 Eric need to make over.
Yeah, so I'm thinking one, you can give me a limited run with just Eric and whatever the child name gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I said make the name the child Azardi, because that would be something that we could say Aurora and T'Challa always said whenever they had their firstborn, they would name it Azari. And this child's name is Azari. This child should be wielding lightning abilities and look like both of them. Lightning abilities, panther-like abilities, and everything like that. And they both looking like, hmm. That is y'all son. What y'all finna do? Came from an alternate universe.
Hmm.
Eric is right there. That way we can bring Eric back to Wakanda, right? He could be like, T'Challa ain't got no right hand man right now in Wakanda because they deleted everybody. It could be this Eric.
Assuming, of course, he survives the extinction of his own universe.
I doubt it.
Exactly. That's my point. Before any of that happens, they gotta make sure they gonna be keeping him around, and I think they perfectly fine with resurrecting old Eric before they embrace a new one.
The only reason why I brought that up is because someone said, what if they bring T'Challa over from the Ultimate Universe? I'm like, why would they do that? They don't want the one they got.
What they gonna do with two? Kill one, so it lines up with the movie universe.
Listen, I believe they are a lot of things over there. I don't believe they that crazy.
Hey, their actions do not show caring You know what I'm saying? Except for a handful of cats, you know what I'm saying? Like your Hickmans and your Ewings and your Aarons and your McGregors. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple of them folks that show you when they writing a story, they give a damn about the protagonist.
Speaking, man, when they said that what was it that Jason Aaron was coming back to do that Avengers thing me and you was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I said to myself? Oh, they want me to start collecting Avengers. Then that's what they want me to do. I I'm kind of I'm kind of salty with this dude right now. About some old stuff he did. And them two characters just happen to be in this comic book. I don't really want him over here like that.
Jason Aaron?
Was it which one was the one that did Avengers versus X-Men? It was Jason Aaron.
Nah, nah. Jason Aaron didn't do X-Men versus Avengers. Um, oh, the whoever had them separate.
Yeah.
Nah, that honor belongs to blah,
There was a whole
um
bunch of them over there.
no, it was oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, I thought so.
He was
I
one
thought
of them.
I
It was
thought so.
him.
I did
But
the
but
comic book
now but
review.
now here's the thing. Here's the thing. He has labored since to rectify what he did, but he's done everything short of. It took Jed McKay bringing them together in Avengers.
Well, yeah, well, you know what? I'm looking at him like this right here. Look, I'm finna go to this individual store. I better not find his name attached to this individual store.
He said, I'm mad.
Oh, here we go. I ain't even have to go far. Come on. Let me get right here. Yeah.
Mm.
Who this is right here? This right here, issue 5. Who writing this story right here? Let me go and get to this story right here. Oh, Jason Aaron, Rainey, and yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, they specifically did that story.
And like I said, that's why I said what I said. That's why I
Issue
said,
5. Issue 5. He got his whole name attached to that whole T'Challa Aurora story. Well, you want all the smoke, huh? Yep. Jason Aaron, Tom Rainey. Um, who the editor in chief? Just so I know who to pull up on. Axel Alonso. Yeah. Got to get that work. Who else around here? Jordan D. White, Nick Lowe, Joe Quesada, Dan Buckley. Yeah. Alan Fine. Yeah. Yeah, all y'all got to get that smoke.
okay. Um,
I got to
so
represent, man. Y'all know I got to represent. The Council of Wakanda want to have words with y'all.
yeah, you I'm gonna ask you to take a deep breath.
I'm just saying, we're trying to figure out how they broke up and Bass wasn't involved. You feel me? Because she was involved in them getting married. You feel me? We just believe in story consistency. That's all.
Yeah, but we know historically writers change things.
Find the
And
repetition.
when the canon ain't congruent, you know who made it bumpy. Okay, but he also did a fine job of making T'Challa the leader of the Avengers. He also did a fine job of making T'Challa put hands on Moon Knight in so many different ways that it took a whole comic book to show all of the techniques and styles that T'Challa had to put hands on Moon
You
Knight.
know what? You know what? You right. Cause JR came along and effed all that up. My dog was the leader of the business till he come bring his. Never mind. Never
So,
mind.
so I'm just saying. I mean, if I got to pick between Jason Aaron and John Ridley, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that ain't. That's not the time that I side with the brother. No, that was trash.
So I mean, it is
That
what
was
it is what it is. It is
he
what it is.
he wrote so much. That was so much trash. He ruined my undercover brother experience.
Oh, what Gray said, and then punk cons you in the process.
He did. He did. He did.
Loving it, loving it,
My
loving
dog.
it.
My
I
dog
love
put his hands
fans.
on
I
the Bible.
love fans. I love fans. I love fans. Um, y'all know this weekend I'm gonna be hitting y'all with Blue Falcon and Dino Mud #3. You're anxious to see the pages inside of that book. You want to know what's going on with Dynamut. What happened with Dynamut? Is Dynamut looking like Dynamut how Dynamut looks in the show? Or is Dynamut looking different? Does Dynamut have a different kind of look to him? What happened to Blue Falcon when he hit the ground and was bleeding? Is Blue Falcon in the hospital, or did his armor protect him enough to where we gonna see him in the next issue? Stay tuned. I got all the answers to them questions. As well as Speed Racer #4.
That's what's up. I will be dropping Mr. Terrific. I might be dropping it in two different styles. You know, we got the members only version, not
Right.
be confused with the jacket. And then we got the subscriber version. I don't know how the members feel. Y'all let me know if y'all was feeling the other version. I kind of enjoyed that one. I actually enjoyed doing that in more ways than a little bit. Actually enjoyed that. And then tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock a.m., over on Facebook, we will be having the TNT college football preview. Uh, I'm excited for that. Uh, get to talk some
Ah,
football. Yeah, man. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm excited to do that. Different platform. Um, I'm looking forward to that. The reason why I'm not doing it on YouTube is because I don't want to confuse the YouTube algorithm. That's what that is. I don't. They don't like it when
That
you
makes
when you
sense.
yeah when
That
you
makes
promote.
sense.
Yeah, they don't like it when you can multitask. So college football, we are ACC, SEC, Big 10, Big 12. We're gonna talk about it. It's big games this weekend. Some big games this weekend. We're gonna take those into consideration, and it's done from a knowledgeable fan perspective. So we're gonna have some fun. Brother Terrell, just to give everybody a little bit of background, used to play basketball here in Tallahassee for Tallahassee Community College back in the day. So the brother got skills. His daughter is currently running track for high school here. So long standing brother, solid brother, and everything
Now,
like that.
now, now, a final question before we part.
Mhm.
Anansi asks, is that the same story in which T'Challa had the powers of the Tiger God? Does he still have those powers, or were the Tiger God powers taken away? I can see by the look on your face, Theo, that this is the question you want to feel. So I'm gonna let you take it away, brother. Go ahead and answer that.
So what I will say to you is this: there has never been an ability he received that was rescinded canonically. It ain't there. So if somebody blessed him with some abilities, for instance, folks say he didn't have the abilities of the Panther God when he was in Hell's Kitchen. He never lost him. It was another Panther God that gave him, but we do see him in Hell's Kitchen doing some stuff that I know he in the gym and everything like that, but holding a grown man over the side of a building with one hand, Craven the Hunter got to shoot multiple tranquilizer darts in you to get you to fall. Yeah. My mother mind said you still had those abilities. You just didn't have Bass ability. Now you got Bass abilities, the King of the Dead, which shout out to Jed McKay. We find out those haven't been rescinded either. You're still very much the King of the Dead. T'Challa's OP.
But now, never mind. That's another
So
show.
to answer your
That's
question, does
that's
he?
another.
Yes, just like he still got them abilities that Anuke gave him.
Them the ones I'm waiting to see.
They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going. She didn't take them back. They sitting right there. So just like I guess whenever he get mad enough, we will see his green eyes and his pronounced canines come back.
Shout out to Dennis Cowan for that one. See, don't be thinking folks knowing. We be knowing. We be knowing. All right, look here. We at that 2 hour mark. This is the perfect time to say I like vibing with you, but I got other stuff to do. This has been Friday Vibing with your man D Real and brother Theo-B over there. Catch Theo-B on his channel. I ain't saying, I'm just saying daily with a live about something you want to hear about. But yeah, as far as me and him here, we wish y'all love, peace, and happiness up in this peace. Rock with me, nation. Keep rocking with us. We love how y'all rock with us. That's it for now, but fret not. We'll be coming at you with another one of the mothers. And until we do, y'all be good to each other. We sideways.